For another GoatFormat video. So today I have DG Forever's anti-meta deck that you guys have been asking me for a while now. I'm sorry it's taking me so long to get to it. I've just been a little bit busy working on this channel, working on the layouts for my streams. Big thank you to anybody that's been joining my streams. I know there's a few of you in particular that have been joining every single one that I've been doing, so big thanks to you guys. Also big thanks to everybody that's been sending me duel request videos. I promise guys I'm going to try to get to all of them. If I don't get to posting videos specifically on all of them, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a live stream and we can all commentate on these videos or these duels and check them all out together. But anyways guys, let's hop into this deck list. This was sent to me of course by DG's Forever, which is the person that won the FCL Winter Championship, if I'm not mistaken. This isn't exactly the deck list that he played at the Winter Championship, but it is the updated version of the deck. So the deck runs 2 Banisher of the Light. It plays 1 Berserkerilla. At the time he was playing 2 Berserkerillas, but he took one out for a Blackluster Soldier. He's playing 2 Blade Knight, Breaker the Magical Warrior, DD Warrior Lady, Danzalug, Exile Force, double Kaiku, Ninja Grandmaster Suzuki, Zombra the Dark, Duo, double Econ, Graceful Charity, Heavy Storm, MST Pot, double Rhoda, double Smashing Ground Snatch Mirror, Ring, double Saku, double 7 Tools of the Bandit, double Skill Drain, 3 Solemn Judgments, Torrential Tribute, and double Widespread Ruin. In the side deck you have 2 Trap Dust Shoots, 2 Evacs, 2 Bottomless Trap Holes, 2 Noblemen Exterminations, 2 Noblemen Crossout, 2 Book of Moon, level 2 Mobius, and Cliff the Trap Remover. So let's go over a couple of these deck choices. I know a few of these cards are a little bit weird. So let's just go up to the obvious card that everybody really wanted to play this deck for. So Banisher of the Light. So the reason he plays this is obviously because everybody's playing some kind of chaos deck. And if you drop this card on opener and you can set a bunch of traps to protect it, obviously it's basically a blowout card. Your opponent never gets to do any of their chaos stuff. If they have their power spells, they don't get to recycle them with Magician of Faith. They don't get to do any tricks with Sinister Serpent or Night Assailant or any of those cards. So Banisher of the Light is a really good card in that sense because it completely shuts out your opponent. There's a few other decks that it also shuts down, but it's really mainly just for chaos. The Berserkerilla. Now, like I mentioned before, there were 2 Berserkerillas in here. So the BLS was another Berserkerilla, and the second enemy controller was at the time a Goblin Attack Force, and those really paired well with Skill Drain. Now, in my opinion, Skill Drain is there because this deck doesn't main deck Nobleman or Crossout. The reason it doesn't do that is because a lot of people nowadays are playing Warriors, and that deck doesn't set at all. So Nobleman is really just for those jank decks, and it's also for the Chaos matchup, which you want to have the min there for. But to substitute for that, when you activate the Skill Drain, it does stay face up for a while, so you never really necessarily need that Nobleman across out. If you do draw into the Skill Drain and you need to Nobleman, you just set it and activate it whenever they go ahead and activate their flip effect or something like that, and it works almost the same. It doesn't necessarily get the guy off the board, but those effects aren't going to go off, and then you have a ton of beaters that are just going to smack through those monsters. And that also pairs well with Zombra the Dark. You guys know exactly what Blade Knight's for. I don't need to explain. Breaker, DD Warrior Lady, or Danzalug. Exile Force actually works under Skill Drain, so you'll always be able to get this effect off. And if you activate Skill Drain, then all of these cards just become beaters. Delinquent Duo, obviously, enemy controller, so you can get through those problematic monsters that you couldn't normally get over. It acts as another smashing ground for you to get through those monsters. Like if they have another Blade Knight on the board that you can't get through, then it'll act like that. And not only that, it'll actually help you steal games from people, which is the reason why he's playing the enemy controllers. Every other card in this main deck is pretty self-explanatory, I guess with the exception of 7 Tools of the Bandit and Widespread Ruins. Widespread Ruins are obviously for King Dragoon, and they're also a 3rd and 4th Sakuretsu armor. He could go ahead and just main deck 3 Sakuretsu armors and then a Widespread Ruin, but the versatility that Widespread has when they do summon King Dragoons, or when they just have a bigger monster that you want to deal with that's not the one attacking, then Widespread Ruin works perfectly fine for that. Also, the 7 Tools of the Bandit is because you don't want to swing in with stuff and then Regeki blow out your monster or blow out your
skill drain. So 7 tools is there to basically back that up and make sure that your plays goes through. And also in the mirror match, when I say mirror match, when you're playing against the warrior matchup, skill drain is kind of like a fourth and fifth solemn judgment. So it acts in the same way. Well, you'll be able to get all your plays through, and you don't necessarily have to worry about, if you're committing too much to the board or anything like that. So that's what this card is here for. Cliff the Trap Remover is just there against burn decks or any decks that want to side dig into Royal Decree or anything like that. Mobius is self-explanatory. Sorry about that, guys. Mobius is self-explanatory. Mystic Swordsman level 2 is just that warrior that gets through the face-down monsters. Book of Moon is for chaos, obviously, and also for goat control. Same thing with Evacuation Device. Evacuation Device is for goat control, and it's also for monarchs. I know the best card against monarch is Asura Priest, because they don't get to have their soul exchanges or brain controls go through. But compulsory does basically the same thing. When they go ahead and activate their soul exchange or activate their brain control, evac just gets that monster off the board. You just went 1-for-1 with their, creature stealing card or creature killing card. And the same thing goes with Trap Dust Shoot. Trap Dust Shoot is something that you bring in normally when you go second. When you're game 2 if you're going first. Or game 3 if you've won game 1 and you're going to game 3. Whenever you go first, you bring in Trap Dust Shoots, and you also bring them in against monarchs because it basically does the same play. They go ahead and activate Soul Exchange or Brain Control. You can just activate Trap Dust Shoot, and it gets rid of those problem cards. Bottomless Trap Hole is for any kind of aggro matchup. It's mainly for warriors, and so is Nobleman Extermination. Nobleman of Extermination basically gets rid of your opponent's Sakuretsu armors. If you have to hit the Solemn Judgment to get rid of those Solemns, it'll get rid of them, but it'll make sure that all of your cards get to go through. That's basically the point of this deck. The point of this deck is to be really aggro. Maybe if you draw Banisher early, you can draw Banisher, set traps, but that guy's going right in defense right after that. And then after that, everything's just gonna man up and try to kill your opponent. So anyways, guys, that's the deck list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions about the deck list or any of the card choices, let me know in the comment down below. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. Share this video with your friends. Subscribe. Also, if you want to buy this deck, guys, just check out my TCG link in the description below. All of these cards are super cheap if you want to get the low rarity version of them. And also check out my Teespring store in the description below so you can get your Grinding Goat format merchandise. And I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. All right, guys? Peace.